Now, we may say, what's the problem with that? You can be a good citizen of Babylon while being a good citizen of the kingdom of God. You can be a good citizen of Rome while being a good citizen of the kingdom of God. You can be a good citizen of America while being a good citizen of the kingdom of God. And the answer is yes. But the day will come when being a good citizen of the kingdom of God and being a good citizen of Babylon or Rome or America will mean going into different directions. And if you've prioritized my citizenship in Babylon, Rome, or America, then when the day comes that the idolizing tendencies are given to you, you will naturally be trained in such a way that you'll just go with the flow and prioritize being a good citizen of Babylon, Rome, or America. So while we don't aim at being bad citizens, we also don't aim at accommodating ourselves to the ways, morals, and ethics of the world because we've decided that obedience to God is the primary thing. It's the only way that we as a church can let our light shine to the world. A guy named Brett Latham, he's a professor, he tells this story about a time one of his students was being recommended, or he was in the runnings to become a pilot in the Air Force. And the Department of Defense would typically send out officers to assess these people's qualifications. And so, one of the days, an officer showed up at the college and was talking to Brent about his former student, Aaron. And so the first question that he asked Brent was, does Aaron have any relation with foreign nationals? So Brent is like, well, yeah, man, we go to the same church, and it's a transnational organization. There's people from all over the world at my church. So, yeah, he has some pretty good relationship with foreign nationals. So now the Air Force or the DOD officer's thinking that he's being cute, and so he keeps on asking these questions, and eventually, frustratingly, he says this to Brent Latham. Is he a loyal American? Now, Brent knows what's going on, and he doesn't want to ruin this kid's chances at becoming an Air Force pilot, so he says yes. But then he reflected on the exchange later on, and listen to what he wrote. Does the Department of Defense grant that my fundamental obligation is not loyalty to the country, but obedience to God? I doubt it. In such circumstances, where Caesar cannot distinguish between our proper subjection and our ultimate allegiance, it may be best to say bluntly, a loyal American? Of course not. I'm a Christian.